Krusty Krabs is number one.
Yeah, Krusty Krab.
Red Bull Racing Team, Krusty Krab.
Okay. He was number one, right?
The reason they're number one is both SpongeBob, who is actually probably Max Verstappen, but also behind the scenes, everyone hates Mr. Krabs, but you need a Christian Horner, a Mr. Krabs, to make this thing go.
I feel like Christian Horner and Mr. Krabs give off pretty similar vibes.
Yeah.
Something pretty big happened in Formula One.
All right.
This morning, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to try and explain it. Listen, everyone out there, those Formula One fans, I am this stupid American who watched Drive to Survive and now likes Formula One, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But I'm going to explain to you what happened, and you are going to try, both of you, since you watch a little bit of Formula One.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is at all.
No. Well, I know it's the car racing thing. Marques one time when he did this Formula One explained video, I did watch that.
Okay.
I learned that it's like more of an engineering competition.
It is.
It's a racing
It very much
which I find
is so.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's great. Silverstone was one of the most fun races I've ever watched, by the way. This weekend, Adam watched it. It was very good.
Those are like the guys with the wheel.
They're not. It's a course. Okay, so what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
You both know Red Bull, correct? Red Bull, the racing team.
Do I? Oh, do I?
Well, in Red Bull's ever expanding way of marketing an energy drink, they bought an entire racing team.
Yeah.
And that racing team in the last couple of years has been like absolutely dominant.
Wow.
Max Verstappen beats people to a point where I think most betting sites, you were betting on who was going to win, not including Max Verstappen.
Oh, wow.
Until this year.
Where he has not been doing very good. McLaren is doing incredible. But Christian Horner, the principal of Red Bull, am I getting that right? Principal? Manager? Okay.
COO.
It's very confusing because like Zach Brown is the CEO of McLaren Racing, but always kind of looks like the principal in Drive to Survive. Anyways, Christian Horner.
Principal confirmed.
Thank you. Was let go from Red Bull today. Now he is the person who basically manages the drivers, manages kind of the strategy. He manages the entire team. And he has been with this team since 2004, I believe, 2004, 2005, pretty much when Red Bull started. He has been managing the Red Bull racing team since Red Bull started. Mm-hmm. And they were not a team that was as dominant as they are now back then. In fact, I think the story is that Red Bull bought a previous racing team for like $1 or something. They like bought the spot for $1, but then with the promise of investing like $300 million into it.
That's a heavy asterisk.
It's a heavy asterisk. It is.
You can have this for $1. Asterisk.
Christian Horner has been like the face of managing Red Bull.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Red Bull's got $300 million in their wallet.
All from me.
And because they've been so dominant, Max and Christian have kind of been like untouchables, it feels like. Last year, one of the main race car designers of Red Bull, Adrian Newey, left the team after there was some controversy that Christian did that I don't feel like talking about. But
Did people know
about the controversy?
Yeah, did they knew he left the team? Yeah.
Yes. He left the team. Max and Newey were pretty close. So Max stayed with the team. This year, he has not been racing well. Very poorly, in fact.
Really? Like bad? Not podiuming?
Yeah, like not podium, like a lot. I think he had his first DNF in like 2 years or something also.
DNF.
Did not finish the race.
Whoa.
I mean, like this is a guy who was like straight up going into races where he had like, he won qualifying, he had the fastest lap of the race and won the race most of the races in the season, and now he's like consistently not podium. Anyways, Christian Horner left this morning, which is like a big shock to the whole world. Max is still there. There's a bunch of rumors of Max potentially leaving to Mercedes, and this kind of makes it feel a little more true, or a last-ditch effort to save it. But I wanted you guys to attempt to explain this in tech terms of kind of the leader of Red Bull.
Yeah, I think
since the team started and was terrible and no one cared about them, clawed them up to the top of being basically a movable object.
Yeah.
To now, within half a season of not being an immovable object, is gone.
Oh.
After 20 years.
Carl Pei leaving OnePlus.
That's a...
But OnePlus isn't trash.
Well, OnePlus had this
that doesn't work for
super
this now.
rise,
Yeah.
where
Like
he
a
was
meteoric
on it
rise.
for a long time. Maybe not 20 years, but he was on it for a long time. Then they had this meteoric rise till they were literally a fan favorite.
Yeah.
The OnePlus One all the way through to like the OnePlus 7, like god tier phones for enthusiasts. People love these things. They were like, oh my god, if they could just have wireless charging and this one little thing, this would be like the greatest phone ever. And then they just stopped podiuming hard. Like they stopped making phones that people really loved, and they started making ones that were a little overpriced and started to go off the deep end. And then Carl Pei left and started another thing. A lot of people followed him. He was kind of the Max, or maybe he's the Christian Horner. I don't know, but he was one of the driving forces between them, or for why they got so good.
Driving forces. Nice.
Yeah.
I'll throw one more thing out there because I think a lot of people do like Carl Pei. No one is upset that Christian Horner is off of Red Bull.
Oh,
he's like kind of the villain at this point. I mean, he had a controversy last year, but he's also just kind of been
What makes him the villain?
he's been
So he's both responsible for their rise for 20 years, and also people hate him.
he's partially responsible. I mean, he was like the leader of it, so it's you have to give him some responsibility. Adrian Newey probably would be.
In tech, who's that?
He knew he'd leave.
I think
I started coming up with an idea, and it felt Steve Jobsy because like
Whoa, is
Apple
he gonna come
wasn't-
back?
but no one was
Well,
mad when
he
I mean
might.
no one was mad that no one was happy Steve Jobs. Are you talking about like 1980?
no one loves Steve Jobs.
You're not talking about
like
are you talking about Steve Jobs passing or Steve Jobs leaving Apple?
No.
no leaving Apple the
and
first
coming
time.
back.
Oh.
When he left Apple the first time. Like they were starting I guess Apple didn't really start to claw into the like we are number one. Screw everyone
Yeah.
else till the end of his second tenure.
No,
they had that for a long time.
no, other than the Macintosh, the 84 Macintosh, Apple actually didn't really have a single hit product.
No, yeah. But they still their whole ethos was always like we design things differently than everybody else.
Totally. No, totally.
like
It's just
what
that
all
none
their-
of them actually sold well, other
Yeah,
than the
yeah.
Macintosh.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong about that, please. The Apple II sold well, and the 2E. But other than that,
It's an interesting story. I don't know. Yeah, it's actually one of those that probably doesn't have a direct equivalent, because in this case, Apple and Red Bull have to be equivalent. And I don't know if Red Bull and Apple are equivalent.
We're basically just trying to describe a guy that no one liked leaving a team.
But
A guy that-
guy who like is fairly responsible for this team being the like
Number one,
not just number one, but
like,
like
best to
number
ever do
one
it.
by a mile.
dominating.
yeah.
Interesting.
It would like
It's weird because I have like a different analogy, but it's also sports.
no, me too. All I have are sports
I
analogies.
have other sports, other coaches leaving teams who are like
Yes,
dominant.
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
It's like when Mr. Krabs left
Okay.
the Krusty Krab.
Okay.
Because he built it up.
Uh-huh.
And then SpongeBob took over.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, okay.
Wait, did that happen?
And everyone
Wait,
kinda
yeah.
hates
What?
Mr.
I don't
Krabs.
think this happened, but I still like the analogy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a fake SpongeBob episode.
Krusty Krab is number one.
Yeah, Krusty Krab.
Red
is
Bull
number
Racing
one.
Team, Krusty Krab.
Okay.
He was number one, right?
The reason they're number one is both SpongeBob, who is actually probably Max Verstappen, but also behind the scenes, everyone hates Mr. Krabs, but you need a Christian Horner, a Mr. Krabs,
Right.
to make this thing go.
I feel like Christian Horner and Mr. Krabs give off pretty similar vibes.
Yeah.
That's-
So they got to number one.
Yeah.
Christian Horner, aka Mr. Krabs, leaves
yeah.
because they're suddenly like Krabby Patty is not doing well, like they're not getting customers. Who's Plankton in this case? Probably like Lewis Hamilton is Plankton, and he's like, "Yo, come join
Toto.
this side," because he's on the Mercedes team, right?
not
Or he's
anymore.
Ferrari
no,
now.
Toto, so Plankton would be like Toto.
Okay, Toto,
Like
and he's saying
Africa
he's saying,
Toto?
"Come over to this side." Hey, SpongeBob, come over to the chum bucket, which is Mercedes.
that was an episode.
yeah.
Where SpongeBob had
Is
to go
Carl
work at
Pei
the-
Larry the Lobster in this analogy?
Yeah, I kind of. Wait, lobster? Lobster?
Oh!
I'm so
Okay,
glad
but
you guys
I
saved this because I was doing terrible.
No. I think I have the tech CEO equivalent, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the best one we can come up with so far is, and I actually don't know how to pronounce this guy's name, so we're going to call him Travis. And Travis started a little company called Uber.
Oh, Kalanick.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, Travis Kalanick. I told myself I wouldn't say people's
know.
names that I didn't look up.
I know.
So
You can blame yourself if you're wrong.
I will.
If I'm wrong.
Well, I am in your seat. Travis Kalanick started Uber. Everyone was like, this is dumb. It is a little dumb. And then it ended up becoming worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. Everyone was like, wow, this guy is the worst boss I've ever even dreamed of. There's actually a quote somewhere of him telling Steve Jobs at some point. Maybe it was either Tim Cook or Steve Jobs telling him like, no, I structured this entire board so that no one could ever tell me no. Including my CFO, which ended up not going so well for Uber. Anyway, eventually, it was the same thing. Some other stuff happened. We don't need to talk about it on the podcast. And he resigned. You know what I mean? But like the board made him resign. And it was the same thing, or it was like, you know, this entire operation was his vision, was like his doing. But I literally cannot wait to have him not involved anymore.
You know, I like that one. I like that
Did
one.
I win?
I also just opened up Twitter, and at the top of my timeline, a picture of Sam Altman and Johnny Ive came up, and Johnny Ive is another interesting comp.
That's true.
He was putting out bangers, and
Oh, wait,
people
that's a
loved
good
the
one.
designs for a while, and then suddenly it wasn't hitting, and he was going ultra thin, and he's
he
removing
left.
ports, and he left.
And everyone's
Yeah.
like, I'm not too sad about that because they brought back all the ports.
And
Yeah.
and the book I literally can't stop talking about, Apple in China, brings up this really good point that during Johnny Ive's like, you know, heavy hitting tenure, there was this culture at Apple where you couldn't really say no to the industrial design department, which he led, and there weren't that many engineers. I should rephrase that. There weren't that many people whose primary focus was engineering at industrial
a lot
design.
of designers.
So there was a lot of designs that broke the laws of physics. that then the product engineers would go, guys, this like plastic doesn't.
You want me to put an i9 in this?
Or like,
you crazy?
The classic example is the handle in the original iMac was not connected to the structural frame of the computer. So it was just a piece of plastic that you would literally just end up ripping out of the body if you ever tried to lift it. And Johnny Ive was like, it has to be there.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, like figure it out.
They fought
nerds.
over it for so long.
Johnny Ive, another
I
good
think
example.
Johnny Ive is a great example next to
Max
Mr.
Verstappen.
Krabs. Yeah.
Yeah. I like our analogies.
Mr. Krabs and Johnny Ive.
Well, hopefully
And
now
Travis Kalanick.
after this segment, people better understand what happened in Formula
Really,
One
how you say
this
his name?
week.
Travis Kalanick.
That's how I've heard every other person say it.
For some reason, I had Travis Kelce in my head because that's how I've read that name for so long.
Any of you guys like music?
No.
Big
No?
fan. Yeah.
Big fan of music. Did
Big
you
fan.
hear
You mean
who
U2?
who just released a new album?
You
No,
two.
who?
Clips.
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 They just released new music?
Yeah, new music from Clips.
Oh. How do
And-
I find it?
Wherever you listen to music. But this is not the new Clips album, but this is the outro to the Clips album of the episode that we recorded this week. And you just watched.
Is an album like a playlist?
An album is like a playlist, but every single track is called either like or subscribe, and they alternate. It's like, oh, sorry, there's and like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
What about like to and to subscribe to? Like if the album was longer.